So unfortunately, I don't think there's an enchanter's table here.
No, there isn't.
Oh wait, there is one in the trader, but we can't get there yet. So I guess we've finished Riverwood, such as it is.
I have such a sense of accomplishment having finished this podunk town.
Okay, so
really
it did
tempted
actually
to
add
run
the
back
bounty
to
to
that
Whiterun.
table.
So when we get to
Yeah.
town...
I had like a 2
Yeah.
gold bounty for stealing some of Alvar's, like, chicken or something earlier.
I mean...
Damn it, Elk, I need to punch you. You can't outrun
Wait,
me, I'm a human!
is there
no, wait,
any way
shit,
up to
I'm a
that
cat.
balcony
That
from the
doesn't mean I'm an
ground?
endurance runner anymore. What?
Is there any way up to the balcony from the ground?
Why?
The balcony
I
you were on
don't
earlier.
think so. Oh,
Okay, so while
maybe.
the bounty system... Okay, yeah, well... While the bounty system is good, like, if it's better than nothing at least, like, that people will
Right.
report crimes that they've seen, it is a little bit odd, like... What happened? And then he stole a ring from my sister, officer. I just can't bear it. Can I talk to your sister? Oh no, she walked out onto the balcony and beat herself to death immediately afterwards.
Yes! Yes! And solving that would be hard. I mean, okay, the easy way would just be assign all crimes to the player because of course the player is guilty. But that would be... that's kind of how... That wouldn't feel very satisfying to the player. That I lure somebody out of town, get them alone in the woods, kill them, and then magically every town guard in the entire game world knows that what I've done. That's not any fun. So what you...
I agree.
What you want is for what the player really would find satisfying is to have to perpetrate crimes and get away with it or deal with the consequences. But that would require AI to be able to investigate, and that would be a hard problem to solve.
You basically need to
Require
make that your
AI
game.
that was good.
You would really need to make that your video game.
Yeah, that would need
I'd
to
play
be the
the
whole
shit.
game.
If you guys want to make that
She's
video game,
still
I'd play the
up there? Yeah.
shit out of that video game.
Kind of
I've
like
been wanting that
Dexter
video
the
for a long
game.
time. Yeah. If they could add sort of like this open world veneer to an actual kind of metropolis, that would be fun.
And you just gotta kill people, and that's the goal. As opposed to Grand Theft Auto, where you just like sit in a car for a while until the police give up, and then they forget all about it, even though you killed like 40 people and blew up 10 cars.
And if they could maybe dial the graphics down to 7 instead of 11, so that you could have more people on the streets and make the place feel
Yeah.
more like like have more area you can explore without going through loading gates.
It
That would be
almost sounds like
pretty
you guys are describing Assassin's
Die, rabbit!
Creed.
So,
You
this
win
game
this
has
round,
a
Chris.
third-person mode.
Well
I
played.
don't really know
Kimster.
why. Because it looks really stupid.
What looks stupid?
Because you like admiring your character, and also because it's fun to play in third person. Because it's platforming.
I love third person. I'm always going out to third person to check out how awesome
Look at
I
how
look.
Oh, hi, Wolf.
No, no,
This
it looks
third person
awesome.
mode randomly has way
Cannot
fewer
catch
features
the
than the third person
moonwalker.
modes in other games. You have less ability to
Yeah.
sort of like pivot around the camera while you're
No.
performing actions like running and attacking.
What the fuck are you doing, Wolf?
There is no way to look at the front of your character while you're attacking without using console commands.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Hey, random radiant event.
That's not true,
Oh,
Red
these-
Scarn, because you could have wacky
Never
wrestling
seen
finishing
this before.
moves.
What the fuck is this?
Besides that,
This is just some guys that give you some mead,
Okay.
and they're like, "Yay!" and they give you a free
I-
mead. What
I would
this
love
is,
to share
okay?
a drink with you, friend. I like drinking.
What this is, there are a bunch of points in the world where it's just a little spot beside the road where it can randomly pick from one of its couple dozen events. There's one where you'll come upon like 3 guys. There'll be 3 dead bodies on the ground, stripped to the underwear, and then there'll be 3 sarcastic air quotes town guards, half dressed, standing over the bodies. And it's very obvious these are bandits that killed some guards and are now sort of wearing the uniforms improperly, and they're like, hey,
take your...
you gotta pay
These
your
used to be town guards, but then they took swords to the throats.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of little things like that, and you just react however you want, and it's all self-contained.
Good morning,
Oh,
you
weird.
too.
He's too busy reveling to get mad.
Oh wow, that's a carrying capacity necklace. Okay.
Please put it on.
So
Please
I
put it
like
on.
these
Please
little
put it on.
I like these little roadside events. They're all kind of cute and interesting, or give you some lore, or some flavor. They're all pretty good. I like it.
They're also really good incentive to not use quick travel, because if you do, you will miss them entirely.
Yep.
Right. I mean, okay, the pedant in me kind of misses why these three guys were just sort of wandering out in the middle of nowhere, getting shit wasted by the side
and
of
why
the
one of them
freezing
didn't
territory.
even care.
Yeah, why are you guys here?
I actually like that. I like the sort of, like... The problem with Skyrim trying to be a simulation of reality is that people want, like, a logical explanation to everything, whereas if this were, like, a traditional Fallout 1 or 2 overworld map, where you're just sort of a triangle moving, and then it's like, you encounter some guys, you know, camped out having some beers, and they want you to join them. Oh, okay, cool, and then you could have a little RPG skit that takes place in the world map.
True.
But here it's like, I just ran across 3 guys at the corner of a cliff, getting drunk. Why are they getting drunk at the corner of a cliff? Town is literally 5 minutes that way.
Oh, you
and
guys
it feels
already
weird.
killed them.
Well, that's
It's because it's too realistic.
I just walked up after it was
hate
dead.
this.
Why are you whining?
I hate this. This happens to me
I
every
tried
time.
my best.
I tried so hard.
I was trying to come and kill him.
A true warrior would have relished the opportunity. I walk up and they're like, a lot of help you were. Can you imagine? It's like, this isn't even my job. I'm walking by. Like, can you imagine a bunch of guys repairing the street? They pat down the asphalt, they're all done, and then they look at a random passerby. A lot of help you
I
were.
think you did ask me, actually, Ayla.
The companions are dicks.
They really are. I hate them all.
Excuse me, and oh, he doesn't even have a toe. Did one of you take the toe?
They're like the Fighters Guild, but
Which one of you
more
has the toe?
boring and asshole-ish.
Damn it!
Actually, a lot of the factions in this game are like X default faction, but more asshole-ish and boring.
The college is just filled with people that are incredibly boring and obtuse and insufferable.
Yeah, the ones that aren't are like contestants on dating shows. I'm not here to make friends at the college. You better stay out of my way.
Well, they do have.
You're like, I'm starting a club. It's kind of it's like an anime club, but it's not just like any anime. It's really just we just watch some subbed mech fighting animes specifically. Do you want to join my club? We meet Mondays. And they're like,
hey,
I just want to learn how to set people on fire, buddy.
Or drugs or stuff. Apparently you don't actually have any skooma, which is disappointing, but you do have moon sugar, so I'll take it.
Your road lead you to warm sands.
I love Khajiit.
Wait, did you just buy
They're
that?
just the coolest. Yeah, he just bought moon sugar for some reason. Are you
Why
gonna
did
brew
you
your
just
own
buy all that
skooma?
moon sugar?
Moon sugar's important.
It's an important part of this balance. But what?
It is. It's very important.
Was I just never crazy enough to just start eating moon sugar like breakfast cereal? What exactly is
You
it
don't
for?
eat moon sugar, you make it into stuff.
Stuff like...
Closed with the dragons about.
Well, how do you know about the dragons?
I
wasn't
love
here
this
to tell you
city's
about the
closed with dragons about. I want to see. I would love it if while you were coming up this path, there was a dragon going other way, and he's like, "Damn it, city's closed."
I think I've got a pretty good chance.
Have you guys ever succeeded in an intimidate check versus a guard?
Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on
No, but apparently persuade works. Yeah, this is totally like... Oh yeah, we'll totally let you in because you said, "Hey, I don't even know what I said."
Wait, I know you, says
That's
the
my
guard, who
point.
then does not proceed to engage you in any way.
They say Helgen got
But
hit by a dragon.
why would they close the city with dragons? But like, that's gonna
Didn't I-
keep the dragon out.
Didn't I clear my bounty though by killing the last witness? I mean, Lucan
Well,
certainly
you never
didn't
know,
care.
Seamus. It might be a dragon in disguise.
Wait. I know
That's
you.
true.
Oh.
Like a dragon comes up and he's like just got a
You're one
town
man
guard
who's
helmet
tried to pay for
perched
your
on
crimes.
like the top of his
Too
head.
cool.
Okay, as somebody who now writes RPGs, I would never just give one response, which is you're making a
Bounty is low.
mistake.
Alright, get out of my sight.
That's so fucking
Know to
stupid.
me now, scum.
No, but it's great because it can be taken so out of context no matter what you're
Apparently
doing.
murdering someone isn't
You're
terribly
making a
important.
mistake.
Must have more swords for the Imperial
Got some good pieces out
Like, you know,
there.
you take like a random raw piece of meat, pick it up with the physics engine, like don't put it into your inventory, but just dangle it, smack the guard in the face, and then he's just like, "You're making a mistake." It's funny, you know, comedy. But if like, it's less funny if he has a specific response to that, because if he's like, "That meat is not cooked adequately for my face," that wouldn't be funny at all.
I don't know.
No, I mean how your only response to his I know you is you're making a mistake.
Oh, okay, yeah, never
I don't
mind.
claim to be the best.
I thought it was the guard saying that.
Dull. How
No,
about
that's
sharpen
your
it up?
response. That's your canned response to any situation where a guard accosts you about a bounty.
You're making a mistake.
Like, what the fuck is he supposed to? Because he never listens.
I
It
help
never
myself.
works.
This looks good. You want to keep helping?
It's
Well,
not like
'cause
he's ever
it's-
like, oh, yeah, fair enough.
Blades, helmets.
Well, is it like
pretty
it's not meant to be like a no, you've got the wrong guy. It's meant to be more like a you know who I am, kind of like angry response, right? Or I guess
I
that's part of the
don't know,
problem with
but
it
it's-
is it could be read either way.
Well, and that's fine enough. If you've only got one response, it better be a versatile one, but it's still not good enough.
Ah, good. A lot of weapons in armor. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet.
I mean, a certain lack of specificity is okay, especially if you're going to give your player very limited options, and Skyrim seems to be taking that approach. But that still communicates I'm not, like, I am making a always fruitless attempt to bluff my way past this guy.
I should. Let's improve the fit.
Should just be an okay, yes, no, cancel kind of dialogue box.
A retry. Where he tries to recognize you again.
Yes.
Abort, retry, fail.
That dagger and helmet. Maybe
No,
Yep,
I
I'm
am
gonna
Philippe
keep that dagger and
Jeanquin.
helmet.
I am a
exactly
Breton
the next
who has
10
just entered
seconds.
your realm from the northern border. You should say that every time,
Apparently
no
I
matter
already sold
what.
it.
Until next time.
You just wait till we get natural language parsers and somebody actually types up like an essay in response to a guard going, "Hey, I think you shouldn't be here." And the guy's like, "Actually, did you know that I have complete permission to be here? I traveled here," and he types literally the entire story of the game so far into a little text box, and the guard just falls asleep.
Then he steals the guard's pants.
What the fuck did you just fucking say about me? I'll have you know I graduated top of my class in the Navy SEALs, and I've been involved in numerous secret raids, etc., etc.
Hey, what up?
Oh, this guy, the town the town evangelist. I love this guy.
You end up just pasting Splinter Cell fan fiction into the text box, and the guards have no idea how to respond.
Yes,
And
how
that
much?
terrorist kidnapped my daughter again.
Wait,
You do an oddly good bad parody of that voice. So you know what shocks me about this game is that looking at Steam statistics, about a third of people have completed the final quest in the quest line, which for an open world game of this size is a phenomenally large percentage of people. Oh god, you're standing on fire.
I am indeed. Nobody seems to care.
It's fine. I'm really mad you can't marry Irileth.
Explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you
Why?
personally.
Cause I don't know, I just really shipped her with my other, like, take no prisoners, like, dutiful dark elf warrior lady.
what you doing that for?
Seemed like a good match.
So you
God
She
damn
seemed
it.
like a younger version of my
saw this
character.
dragon with your own eyes?
What sold you on her? Was it her sunny disposition?
Force right about the payment,
Kind of,
but
yes.
it's none of my concern who the
Oh, by the way,
Imperials
guys,
want
open the skills menu to level up.
especially now. What I want to know is what exactly
Are
happened.
you holding your level, Josh, or something, some bullshit like that?
No, I
Okay,
just
Jarl
didn't- like, I leveled
Balgruuf,
up
he-
recently.
Jarl Bolgruff, when I first came into the game, I didn't realize how holds worked, and I figured he was just the ruler of this town, but he's the ruler of, like, this region, including the city we just left. And I like Bolgruff, and he's trying to, like, stay neutral in the Stormcloaks versus Imperials war. And I like everything he does, but I hate his children, are the most annoying children in this entire game.
Yes. Yeah, love the guy would push his children into some smelly garbage.
His children are one of the reasons that there probably is a mod out there that allows you to kill kids.
What do you mean, probably?
I wasn't even looking for it. There are several.
That would be best.
I think. Oh.
Well done. You sought me out on your own.
Latest fashion in
what's up,
Skyrim.
dude?
Bowler hats.
Just looking away.
I won't forget.
Also, the blacksmith we ran into earlier that Josh was helping her craft, this is her dad. And every time I go up to her to shop...
Not Balgruff, the other dude.
Right, we're talking
dude I'm
to...
looking at.
Yeah, the dude we're looking at, even though he's mislabeled for whatever reason. Oh no, it's because you're being talked to by the Jarl. But anyway, the bald guy, his daughter is the blacksmith. Every time I go to her, she's always like, you know, my dad's important. He's like, my dad helps the Jarl, and I give him advice, and he gives the Jarl advice. And that sounds really impressive until you come in here and listen to them talk, and you realize that guy gives horrible advice. And the Jarl can't stand him. And he's a terrible advisor.
I like this guy's chin. This guy's chin basically is a beard. If you could paint it gray, you'd be like, man, that's a wizardly beard. It's like if Bruce Campbell was a smart Viking.
No, come back. Oh, I've become... Ow, damn it.
Oh yes, he must be referring.
Were you just walking around in circles back there until you could find a path that got you close enough to steal my camera? Was that what was going on?
Yeah. So here he's going to give you the job to go get the stone you've already got in your inventory, so you can immediately turn around and turn it in. Normally you leave, and then when you come back,
it's not there
he's
anymore.
talking. Yeah.
Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities.
Mere fantasy.
One sure mark of
Stop writing your stupid fantasy novels about dragons, Balgruff.
But I began to search.
I don't know. I don't know why I said Balgruff. Maybe I just really like to imagine this guy has like 50 unpolished fantasy sagas.
I learned of a certain stone tablet.
I wonder what a fantasy saga would look like in an already fantastical world.
Don't you? Because they have to have something.
Where did Balgruff left? What?
Find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to.
Because you know, this is one problem I have with a lot of fantasy. Because I mean, well, actually, we are sort of seeing where the overlap is here. But
stone I found and carried with me for no reason.
The problem with a lot of fantasy is that the premise of a lot of original fantasy is that, you know, all the tales that we tell about things that we don't see most of the time, like magic and dragons and trolls, are true, and, you know, it sort of confirms that these things are real, but they're just out there somewhere and we have to go find them. And then, gradually, as fantasy became more of an established genre, it became more a case of, this shit is everywhere. They just get straight to the money shot. In town, you have 6 orcs arguing with a gnome about the price of a magic shower curtain. And then, what does their fantasy look like? Who the fuck knows? Nobody wants to answer that question. What are their myths like? Nobody wants to answer that question.
Well, the other problem is
anyway. The Jarl apparently likes me enough that I could steal this bowl and he wouldn't care now.
So.
Good for your bowl collection?
Yes, my lord.
There
we don't even own a house. We don't even own a house yet to keep it in.
What were you saying, Chris, about their myths?
Well, just the myths themselves become problematic because, especially in something like the Elder Scrolls, where you meet characters like Talos, there is no like myth. It's just literally religion that happens in this world, and you can meet these characters. Like the Daedric world of Oblivion is not a hypothetical metaphor. It's like I've been to Oblivion. It exists.
Oh, I will say that there are some like areas, like for example, nobody knows what happens to you when you die in this universe. But it's interesting you say Talos because he's actually the one exception. Like Talos is revered as a god, and he has like magical powers associated, like his shrines give you powers and stuff. But like he's not one of the original gods, and I was actually unable to find any conclusive proof that he really is a god, that he really did ascend like that. He's traditionally worshipped by the Empire, but I couldn't find any lore that specifically addressed how he got to where he is.
So Talos might actually be one of their myths.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and like
I thought you did meet Talos. I thought that was one of the things. Like he has mystical powers that if you pray to him, you get that bonus on your stats, right? Like
that does happen. Yeah, that's the one thing is that if you pray to him, you get bonuses to your stats. But who really knows what's going on there? And supposedly in Morrowind, there's a point where you meet Talos where a lot of people like there's some lore that like this one guy you meet who gives you like a septum, like a lucky septum just before you go in, like for good luck, might actually be Talos walking in mortal form. That's kind of coy, and I like that to believe that, but it still doesn't prove that Talos is a god. Just he could be anything, like
this
an
whole
ancestor.
question, if you don't mind me interjecting,
Go for
it's
it.
really freaking weird if you do Bleak Falls Barrow before ever getting here, and everyone's like, "I need your help again, my friend," to the guy he met 3 minutes ago.
I'll see you with the watchtower.
I think the Bleak Falls Barrow stuff was really designed to be my first Elder Scrolls Quest 101 for most people.
Yep.